going on, fam? What's good in the house? What's up with you? If the voice sounds a little different, dealing with some allergies on my third day. It's getting better, but it's a slow process. Hope everybody's good. Come on into the house, make it happen. Again, guys, what we want to deal with today is we want to deal with eating less, guys. I have I have a video that's out that'll be coming out in the morning dealing with eating less, breaking down some of the things. It's a quick video, but it has some illustrations. Also has it has on the chalkboard some minerals and vitamins that are essential for the body. So you'll definitely want to watch that video. That video is coming out tomorrow morning. It is called Eat Less, Live Longer. Again, guys, I titled this one Challenge Everything That You've Been Taught Thoroughly, or Examine Everything That You've Been Taught Thoroughly. The reason being, guys, we've been taught, and we've talked about this over and over again. Things that we've been taught and have accepted are not necessarily that which is good for the body. What's up, Leslie? What's going on with you? Michigan in the house. What's up with you, Leslie? How you doing? How's the weather up there in Michigan? Hope it's decent weather. We had a little bit of rain up here. It says business. All right, that's cool. Cooler. All right, that's good. It ain't cold yet. What's up, Jewel? Kansas City in the house. Jewel, I don't know if you follow NFL football, but your Chiefs, if you do, if you don't, I'm still gonna tell you, but your Chiefs lost today. I was looking for them to win. I'm playing this free betting game where they allow you to bet on these games for free. I don't do any gambling or anything like that where I spend my own money, but if I have a chance to make some money by betting on some games for free, then I do it. Like I said, they have apps and all that type of stuff now. Again, you don't put any of your money up. So I'm trying to win some extra money so I can get the rest of this stuff going, my website up and all that type of stuff. What's up? Is that Truvit? Treva Vance? I may have pronounced that wrong. What's up, Indiana? Indiana in the house. What's up, Deborah? Oh, we got 2 Michigan people up in there. You know, I was going to Cali, guys. I was gonna cut everybody off from the middle of the country to the east. I was just gonna go with my Cali people, but it seems like y'all representing now, so we'll stay in it. But basically, guys, what I was talking about a little bit earlier, what I wanted to say was this. I wanted to say that we should examine everything that we've been taught, and I'm talking about dealing with frequency of food, frequency of consuming food, and how this affects the body. You understand what I'm saying? Leslie, you say you here to stay. You say Jewel. Yeah, Watson did, Jewel. Hey, Watson is an animal. I expected Kansas City to come out and do what they needed to do. I ain't get to watch the game because I'm over here on the East Coast, and they ain't have it. And then I don't have that NFL ticket, and I don't really go to the bars or anything like that to watch the games when I do watch them. But yeah, he put it in. That was kind of crazy. But yeah, so the frequency of eating, guys, you really want to examine what it is and how it is you go about. What's up, Kim? How you go about eating, guys. We've been taught that you should eat breakfast, lunch, dinner, and eat in between and all that type of stuff. And that right there is not necessarily the case. Actually, it's not the case. That's what we've been taught. But the body is not in need of food if it's given the right food and the nutrients to sustain itself only a few times in a 24-hour period. You understand what I'm saying? But we've been taught that you must eat. Now, if you're on some type of medications where you have to take food with the medication, that's going to be something different. But that's not a natural thing of our functioning anyway. So what I'm saying is really examine what it is and how often it is that you're eating. Therefore, it can go a long way to benefit you and not coming down with certain ailments, and definitely not increasing the body fat that most of us are dealing with as we age. Because one thing for sure, as you age, the body slows down its processing and its ability to burn fat usually decreases because of hormone levels being dropped, because of the body being toxic, intoxified, and all those type of things. You know what I mean? So definitely you want to consider what it is that you're doing. And again, don't think that you're gonna starve because you don't eat breakfast and don't eat lunch. That is the furthest from the truth. And again, a lot of those in the health and fitness industry have pushed that the body starts to starve and stores fat if you're not feeding it every so often within the 24-hour period. That is a bunch of bull jive that they've sold us. You understand what I'm saying? It's not like that. The body doesn't function in that manner. What happens is you get conditioned to eating so often that, of course, the body is going to call for food more often because you've conditioned the body to eat more often. But the body doesn't need to eat that often. What's up, James? No doubt about it. I'm vegan all day, every day, James. All day, every day. Vegan. Yes, I agree with you 100%. But at the end of the day, James, what I found is you can't force or beat somebody down when it comes to trying to get them to learn certain things and adapt what it is that they've been doing all their life, what they have been taught. That approach never works. I've never seen anybody successful at like beating individuals down, telling them don't eat meat, can't eat meat, etc., and be successful at getting that person to stop eating meat. The way I go about it is to educate them, let them know that it's not natural for the physiology, but I never bash them for doing what it is that they've been conditioned to do. What's up, Kate? What's up, Tammy? Hey, hey. Yeah. But yeah, so basically, guys, we really got to really, like I said, examine everything that we've been taught 30. It's like, for me, it's almost ridiculous for us to accept that this body is inevitably going to be diseased with all types of diseases or diseases that we are faced with. Excuse me, guys. I got to drink some of this water. Like that, this body was built in a way that it would be susceptible to all the diseases that we are susceptible to. We're susceptible to all these diseases because we are not doing the natural things. We have been brought up on things that are unnatural. We've been taught in an unnatural way. And with the advance of technology and the ability to market and ability to make things look great, we've accepted these things and we are suffering because of these things. The human physiology in its natural state is not a physiology that is prone to disease. This physiology become disease because of what it is that we're doing, lifestyle, and what we are exposed to through our cosmetics. Like that's why I'm selling that hemp product, the hemp-based cosmetics that I have. Also with the nutrition, also with those things that are in our environment, even our clothes. Everything that we have come in contact with has pretty much been contaminated with toxins that are detrimental to the body. So technology and this advance in life and in this advance in what we call creature comforts have brought along with it a downside, which is the toxins and all those other things that are inherent in those things that end up getting in our systems and destroying our body. So we have to build, we have to learn more, we have to do more, and we have to be more cautious. You know what I mean? Just like individuals, I got a lot of friends, like pretty much none of my friends that I really deal with and hang out with are vegan or are really deep into understanding what's going on with the water supply and all that other stuff. So I tell them every day, if I'm not drinking any water that isn't filtered, and I'm not drinking, more than likely, I'm not drinking any water out the faucet, even if it is filtered. I'd rather take my chances with the bottled water. I'm not saying that that's going to be 100% accurate in what it is that they're telling me it is free of, but I know for certain that tap water is contaminated with all sorts of chemicals, herbicides, pesticides, and those type of things that are really causing damage to the endocrine system. I agree with you 100%, James. We are on the same path, brother. Same path. Exactly what I've been saying from day one. I appreciate it too. What's up, Detroit? Jai Peak. Did I pronounce that right? What's up, Doris? What's going on with you? Kate West again. Kim B. I don't know if Flint got clean water or not, Kim B. But what I do know is, like I said, from the research, and I ran across this guy on YouTube, but he was his name is Tyrone Hayes out of UC, I think it's UC Berkeley. He's a scientist, and he was doing a study for Syngenta, I believe, back in the 90s, late 90s, and so forth. And he was studying their new herbicide called atrazine. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but he was studying the effects. They had hired him to study the effects of atrazine. And once he started to study the effects of atrazine, again, this is an herbicide that is found on many of the plants, and it runs off into the water streams. So when he was studying the amphibian life that was exposed to atrazine, what he found is that the atrazine actually, those animals that was exposed to it, the amphibian frogs that were exposed to it, actually the genetically male frog, born genetically male, some of those frogs actually developed eggs as if they were female. And also the genetically male frog who didn't develop the egg also showed the more interest in trying to hump another male frog than to try to mate. I shouldn't say hump, try to mate with another male frog than to mate with the female frog. So his studies were very powerful, and Syngenta tried to shut him up and shut him down. And I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with Syngenta. They still advertise to this day on certain things. But again, what it is that they're doing to what they're spraying on the herbs, what they're spraying on the plants, on the crops, on whatever it is that they're spraying is very detrimental to the human endocrine system, guys. So you have to be aware of this. You know what I mean? I'm not a fanatic on anything, but I am aware that what it is that we've been exposed to is causing most of the diseases that we are running into. I agree with you, James. No doubt about it. What's up, Tammy? Tammy saying hey to Josh. Wow. Yeah, Kim B. Kim, you got that phone fixed, didn't you? You're always on time now. First time you had that phone, had that what's that Blueberry back in the day. If you're in the building, guys, give me a thumbs up. I got 2 thumbs up. Got 19 people in the house. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up, guys. If you hit the thumbs up, it circulates the video more often. And like I said before, and I said 100 times, I am trying to make money off my time spent on YouTube. So don't get it twisted. I'm gonna share with you information, but I'm trying to get that money too. You know what I mean? I did a video, and if you get a chance, guys, check it out. I did a video on being woke but broke. Like, it's a lot of individuals, there's a lot of us who think or claim to be conscious, but we're not able to generate the type of income that really free us from the bondage of wage slavery. You understand what I'm saying? Of course, it's not equivalent to chattel slavery. So don't get offended. You know what I mean? Nah, Kim, I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you, Jeff. Thanks, Les. Keep smashing it. Give me that thumbs up. But what I was saying something. Yeah, I said woke but broke. And I was telling, like, too many of us get caught on the past, though. Like, we get caught in the our past history, which we should know our history. We should know our history beyond our slave ancestry. We should know about all those great things that we were able to accomplish in Africa and throughout Asia, etc. But at the end of the day, if that stuff is not translated and being able to be put into effect to generate wealth in a capitalistic society that we live in, then it's a lot of hot air coming out the mouth. You have to be able to teach me not only the history, but after you teach me the history, teach me how to be an entrepreneur in order so I can do the things that I need to do in order to give myself the best chance to be free of the system. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of individuals get stuck on we were kings, we were queens. All right, we know this now. We know this. You understand what I'm saying? Most of us know that what we have been taught about our ancestry beyond America is a falsehood. You know what I mean? All you have to do is study Carter G. Woodson, study Sheikh Antioch, Ivan Van Sertima, Chancellor Williams, J.A. Rogers. It's a lot of deep, deep, deep brothers who covered that and broke that stuff down and exposed what it was and what it is that we've been taught that's been wrong. But at the end of the day, once you know that, now what do you do now in this time to create a better environment for yourself and for others? So, like I said, there's nothing wrong with being woke, but woke and being broke, and you're not teaching me how to be an entrepreneur, I can't get with that. I'm still dealing with this these allergies. They got me. I haven't found the right combination of herbs to knock it all the way out. I'm a lot better than what I was 2 days ago. I couldn't even sit here and talk to you 2 days ago from all the sneezing and all the runny nose and all that type of stuff. That stuff was crazy. What's up, Sandra? What's going on with you? All right, I see JP and Leslie, y'all close. What's up, Leslie? Hey, Monte, I stopped drinking tap water. Yeah, you should have. I'm glad for you. If you're still drinking that tap water, you need to cut it out, guys. I'm trying to tell you. You think somebody playing with you. You need to spend a little bit more money on trying to do things a little bit healthier, all right? That's what you need to be doing. Yeah, that's and I'm guys, if you see me looking in, that's because the eyesight is terrible when it comes to these lights and so forth. So I might have to end up breaking down and getting me what they call some reading glasses, but I really don't want to do that. Is that Piano Praiser? Thanks, Piano Praiser. Yeah, I said that before, Piano Praiser, but I take my chance with them telling me that the bottled water is not tap water, than to go ahead and just take the tap water, which I know is definitely contaminated. So I take my chance, and if it's not tap water and if it's found out to be tap water, those who are producing those that bottled water, the type of lawsuit and all that type of stuff that they'll come under to destroy their whole business would likely be too pricey. You understand what I'm saying? So yes, I don't know for certain what is and what isn't, but I do know that they tell you 100% in that tap water is chemicals, and chemicals that actually alter the hormonal expression of the human physiology. So I'm not taking not one chance, especially uh, with the explosion of homosexuality across the board, particularly black males. That stuff don't just happen. There's something at play here as well. You understand what I'm saying? And let me put this out there. I have nothing against homosexuals. You understand me? They are human beings just like I am a human being. Now, I don't get down with their lifestyle. Understand that? But at the end of the day, it's deeper than just a choice too, because science is showing some deeper stuff when it deals with that. I won't go into that because they like to demonetize you when you start talking about science, chromosomes, and all that type of stuff. So I ain't doing that today. So we ain't gonna go there. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's good, Courtney Chair. No doubt about it. I'm not against teaching people. You absolutely should. The children should know their history, true history. They should know all that. Where I have a problem is with the countries and woke brothers, which I consider myself to be one of them. When you get stuck into thinking that in this capitalistic society, all you're going to be able to do is deal with black people and make them. Very few people are able to do that. I think Dr. Boyce Watkins might be the only one that's really been able to do it to the certain degree that he's able to do it, that he's dealing with only black people. It's a few more. You know what I mean? Well, he may be dealing with more than black people, but he particularly seems to be doing very successful. But he was successful before he dealt with. He got his money from white universities before he went on in and been able to do and pull off the things that he's been able to pull off with his things that he has going on. Big shout out to him. I like the brother. I don't agree with everything the brother said, just like I don't expect people to agree with everything that I say. But what it is and what he does is a powerful thing. You know what I mean? What's up, Marilyn? What's up, Simply? What's going on? Yeah, definitely. So at the end of the day, with the bottled water versus the tap water, yes, I'm gonna take my chances with the bottled water that says it is free of all those chemicals, that is spring water, that is legitimate, versus knowing that the tap water has the chemicals in it that is definitely destroying the human physiology. No, I didn't bottle the water myself, so I would never know if it's 100% legit. But again, I'd rather take my chance with that than take my chance with knowing what I know about that tap water for sure. Now that's why I stand on that. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how I get it in when it comes to that. Yeah. What's up, Doris? Yeah, for those of you if you got a channel too, guys, if you come on, if you got a channel, let me know you got a channel. I'll give you a shout out to everybody else, and they should see it in the chat anyway. But again, my girl Simply Natural Black, she has two channels. I think one of them is a vegan channel, right? Simply Natural. Leave the link to it if you can. For those of you who be wanting the vegan meals and stuff like that, I think you should go and check out Simply Natural. Because again, I'm vegan, but I don't do a whole lot of cooking based off the fact that I don't eat a lot of variety of foods that are vegan friendly, because I have issues with pretty much anything that has anything that's not natural, if that makes any sense. Yeah, Leslie. Trust me. Trust me. I know that it's a lonely road, no doubt about it. It's a lonely road. But at the end of the day, guys, it's how you approach individuals too. I found that anytime you approach an individual and you go hard in on them and you don't learn how to manipulate the situation in order to get across your point thoroughly and concise, that they're gonna automatically be defensive. You know what I mean? That's a product of their conditioning, our conditioning. We're all working our way out of those conditions. You understand what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, the conditioning is real, and it takes time to break habits. It takes time to unwire the brain from certain patterns of thought where it automatically defaults to what it is that it's been doing for the number of years that it's been doing, what it's been taught. That's what you got to understand about the brain, guys. The brain is built on what it is that you do and what it is that you receive and understand and repeat over and over and over and over again. So once you get exposed to something new, those old habits definitely want to come back into play. Thought pattern habits. I'm not just talking about physical action habits. So it takes time. Yeah, what's up, V? I see you. Definitely, definitely. But yeah, so that's the case on this right here. You know what I mean? So again, you really want to watch what it is, how often you're eating, guys. Like the frequency of what it is that you're eating and how often you're eating plays a major role in the longevity of which this body is able to stand. Again, disease is not a natural function or natural happening for the human body. The disease and this disease state that we find ourselves in is a consequence of being misled, miseducated, and allowing technology to be and allow us to do things that are natural for us to be doing. You understand what I'm saying? And again, I'm not against technology at all. Technology is a beautiful thing, but it's a gift and it's a curse at the end of the day. I don't know, Doris, if organic foods will heal diverticulitis or not. What I do know is I think the consumption of uh, and I used to know a lot on the diverticulitis, but I've forgotten some of the things dealing with it. But definitely, I think if you reduce your animal intake, and increase fiber and those type of things, that you'll have a better chance at working with the diverticulitis. You understand what I'm saying? Because what it seems to happen is that holes, I think, get punched in the intestines. I believe that's it. I may be wrong. And those type of things usually is done by food not passing through the cycle that it has to go through smoothly. And if you're consuming food, meat, and those type of things, that stuff bogs down the digestive tract, you know, and that's something that you have to be aware of. I have to go and do a little bit more research on the diverticulitis. Again, I had did some things on it a while back. The actual remedy to it that I used to know and understand, I don't have it in the top of my head right now. I'll have to research that a little bit more. Go back to my thing. What made me decide to stop eating meat is that Candace. What's up, Candace? Thanks for stopping in. Um, what made me stop eating meat? Well, I stopped eating meat over 20 when was 1992. I stopped eating red. I ain't gonna say all meat. I stopped eating red meat and pork. 93, 94, I stopped eating red meat and pork. So I was incarcerated and I was working in the kitchen and the food came in frozen and it smelled horrible. Like it smelled like the dead animals that had been killed or whatever. Even if it wasn't all the way meat, it smelled absolutely horrible, and it was frozen. So from that day forth, while I was in prison, I didn't eat any meat, any red meat, any pork. Fast forward, I was only eating chicken and fish. Fast forward to about 10 years ago, I eliminated, well, the dairy and all that other stuff started to eliminate itself because it was destroying my body. So I stopped doing that naturally because I couldn't do it anymore. And then about 3 years ago, I totally dropped the chicken and the fish off the plate. And then as I come back to realize the basis of it is this: this physiology was never designed to consume animal flesh. Anything that you have to alter in order to consume, and those of you who've been with me for a while, you'll hear this and you've heard this 1,000 times. Anything that you have to alter in order to consume, in order not to be potentially poisoned by it, cannot be natural to the physiology. It makes no sense. And for those of you who love meat, the thing is this: you don't love the meat, you love the preparation of the meat. Because if you love the meat, you will be able to just eat it raw. If you had a pig, if you had a cow, you could kill it, and then you could just start chopping on that pig and cow with your eating the meat, and you would say, I like this meat. But you know you wouldn't say that because you don't like it. And furthermore, you'll be poisoned by it. So it's the preparation of the meat and how you put it together that makes it so tasty. And you've been conditioned on it. So therefore, it becomes easy and it becomes a habit and becomes addicted to the meat processed. Eat it raw and continue to eat it raw and tell me how much you love it. And then I can say to you that you truly do love meat. But none of you will be able to do that and say that and be honest. And furthermore, you'll be end up having some issues about probably getting poisoned by the meat. So that's why I stopped eating meat. I came to that realization all the way. So Leslie say I do eat organic foods, even though I'm not convinced it's really all right, Leslie. Like I said, you didn't grow it, so you can't be convinced. But at the end of the day, I much rather take again what they're saying versus eating something that I know is not organic, which they're telling you up front. And again, if it isn't organic and those companies that are producing it, if it gets found out that it's not organic, they're going to pay a heavy price. So I don't think they're going to put themselves out there, especially if you're getting it from a reputable source like Whole Foods and those type of things, or you know what I mean, you're growing it yourself. Doris said that's exactly what I researched also. All right. D, what's up, D? What's going on with you? D says hello to the family. Say hello to D, guys. Welcome. Welcome into the Lions Den. This is what this is today, the Lions Den. So Candace says very interesting. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, so I like it always seems to happen that my connection becomes unstable and it knocks me off for a second. Yeah, you may be able to find that some waters are actually tap water. But again, I deal with a spring water that's generally from either Publix or Whole Foods. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna drink the bottled water and take my chances with the bottled water. All y'all who are skeptical, you can continue to be skeptical and you can drink either the tap water or you can drink the bottled water. I'm gonna drink the bottled water. So nothing that you put in the feed over there is gonna stop Monte from getting the bottled water and going with that versus getting that tap water and knowing what the tap water has in it. That's just it on that. I'll never be able to know for sure unless I go out there and be at the spring and bottle the water up myself. But I take my chances with the Whole Food spring water and what it is that they say is in it. I'm definitely not doing the tap water. So that's where I'm at on that. Definitely on that right there. But yeah, again, and it's the thing is this, guys, opinions opinions can either be false or they can be factual. As I said again, for those of you who think that you are a natural meat eater, I want you to go out there and kill that animal, or don't even kill it. When you buy it from the store, just go ahead and eat it raw and tell me how much you love that meat. You know what I mean? And I ain't trying to bash you, but I hate for individuals to, when you hear something that is different from what you've been taught all your life, you automatically reject it because of what it is that you've been taught. But you can actually do the experiment. This is something that can be proven. Go and eat the meat raw and tell me how much you love the meat. I bet you not one of you would tell me that you love that meat. And then furthermore, continue to do it 5, 6, 7 days in, and I guarantee you, you'll come down with some type of poisoning. So anything that has to be altered in order to be consumed cannot be natural to the physiology. That means for those of you who are Christians and those of you who believe in the Bible and believe that God created Adam and Eve in the garden, that means before they had to have tools before they was able to ever eat meat. And it doesn't say anything about tools being in the garden. You understand what I'm saying? So the natural food for the physiology, and especially for Africans or descendants of Africans, is plant-based food. The environment was conducive to producing plant-based foods. You have to develop a fire. You have to have utensils. You got to be able to hunt and kill the animal. You wasn't a great hunter in and of yourself. You got to have tools to hunt and kill the animal. This is a lot of things you have to go through in order to make sure that you're able to eat when it comes to eating meat. All those things, you can't do it in and of yourself. You don't have the anatomy, the anatomical tools to be able to do that. So this is why I've been able to maintain and be confident that what it is that I'm doing as far as the veganism is concerned is true. Now, again, I'm not one of those vegans who is fanatical and have an issue with you eating meat. I don't have an issue with you eating meat. I have an issue with you telling me that meat is natural for the human physiology. And I have an issue with the experts. Most of them who come out, most of them are of Caucasian, talking about bacon, eggs, and those type of things are the perfect protein and things of that nature. It makes no sense, guys. You got to get a little bit deeper and get a better understanding. When you come in the building, guys, make sure you get that thumb up. Got 25 in the house. We got 18 thumbs ups. Work with me. Work with me. What's up, Margaret? I see you don't snuck up in here. How you doing? Alkaline water, yeah. Alkaline water is all right, but you don't want the body to be too alkaline as well. It can get overly alkaline. You don't want the body to be too acid, or you don't want it to be too alkaline. They say the body prefers to be in what is called 7.3, I think, to 7.5. 7.3 and less means the body is acidic. 7.5 and more means the body is alkaline. So the body doesn't want to be below 7.3 or above 7.5. So it want to be right there in the middle. So if you're super acidic, then alkaline water may benefit, but it's going to take more than just alkaline water. It's going to take the changing of what it is that you're eating as well. And again, certain organs in the body, as far as the stomach is concerned, it needs to be acid. You know what I mean? You want to have that acid in the body in order to break down, especially for those of you who are animal consumers, to break down those proteins and things of that nature. You know what I mean? What's up, Violet? What's going on with you? I'm doing all right. I've been better, but I've been worse as well. Yeah, so that's what it is on that, guys. Again, I don't get overly caught up on certain things, but one thing I'm not going to do is drink the tap water. Like I said, I know too much, and it's been proven to have those things in it, so I won't drink the tap water. And I do try to buy everything organic. It's pricey. Everything is pricey. You know what I mean? But I'd rather take my chances with that which says it doesn't have anything in it that is unnatural as far as the toxins and chemicals are concerned, and go with that versus that which I know they are saying that has toxins and chemicals in it, and consume that, because the toxins and the chemicals are what is driving the disease. Again, the body is not naturally built to be diseased. This body has become toxic by those things that we've consumed, those things that we've been engaging in, and the things that we have been exposed to over the years that has led to this uptake in all the diseases that we're dealing with to this day. All right, guys, I've been on here 40 minutes. Again, guys, I want you to go check out the video that I dropped tomorrow. Make sure you check it out. It's Eating Less to Live Longer. It has a lot of information in it. It has some written information that you'll be able to see dealing with the minerals, dealing with the vitamins. Also, it has a herb of the day in it, the burdock herb. You want to check that out. So, again, you guys have a beautiful night. I'm going to get on up out of here. So I'll be back. Probably holler at you guys tomorrow. Sending you peace and love. And always have a beautiful night. And always do something great for yourself when you get the chance to do for yourself, which should be every day. Peace.